Was it for you?
Well, that's another question. So I remember I was gonna say, back when I had my first son, I was a day before my 17th birthday, and I just had one. I'm 32, and it was harder now than it was back then.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, did you ever go through postpartum with either one of them?
Yeah, with this one, I really did. Girl, I wasn't even gonna speak to that, but thank you for making me be transparent this
sorry.
morning. No,
know.
you're fine. You're fine. No, absolutely, I did. That's why I thank God every day for like my sister.
So Jess Hilarious was asked if she experienced any postpartum, and when folks usually say postpartum, they're talking about postpartum depression. She got asked if she had experienced any postpartum, and she said yes, actually she had with this particular pregnancy that she just had. And so I want to say I noticed it almost immediately upon seeing her video. When she was talking to the other co-host gal there, and I'll play a little bit of that video here.
How do you feel though? Like as a mom?
I feel good. I'm happy that my baby boy is happy. He is so happy to have his little sister that he can live in the house with and grow up with. He always, at first when I first had her, right, I was like, I don't want nobody to touch her. I didn't want anybody breathing on her, not even her father. I was like, no, I've been doing this longer than you. This is his first.
You can't even hold the baby.
I'm like, I've been doing this.
So when she was talking to her and she said that she didn't want anybody to touch her baby, she didn't want anyone to breathe on her baby or anything, she was just highly like hyper aware. I was like, oh, I knew something was up there, right? So what I wanted to say about this is that I'm really glad that we're now having this conversation around maternal mental health and what postpartum depression, postpartum anxiety, this looks like, right? We have to realize something. Postpartum depression is the most common complication of childbirth, period. It's postpartum depression. And so when you get into this space of you're supposed to be happy, I'm supposed to be, gleaming. She said some other things in this interview where she was just like, I felt ugly. I felt like, I wasn't doing certain things. You're going to have all types of different hormones and emotions and things going on. So we'll factor in all of the things that are happening in the climate today as well. And stress being a huge factor that we also need to take into consideration. The fact that she's back after her baby, after giving birth to a baby just 3 months afterwards, that's a lot.